Hello and a very good evening. You're watching Verdict 2017 on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. Here are the headlines. Campaigning in 69 assembly seats spread over 12 districts of Uttar Pradesh enters its last leg. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses election rallies in Hardoi and Barabanki districts. Bigwigs crisscross Uttar Pradesh. Home Minister Rajnath Singh, BJP Chief Amit Shah, UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav and the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi hold election rallies. And filing of nominations ends for the 7th and final phase of assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh, voting to be held on the 8th of March. Well, curtains will come down tomorrow on the hectic campaign in 69 assembly seats spread over 12 districts of Uttar Pradesh that will go to polls in the third phase on February 19th. A total of 2 crore voters will vote for the 826 candidates contesting the elections. 105 women candidates are contesting the elections in the third phase. The 12 districts in the third phase include Farrukhabad, Hardoi, Kannauj, Mainpuri, Etawah, Kanpur, Dehat, Auraiya, Lucknow, Unnao, Sitapur and Barabanki. In the 2012 assembly polls, the Samajwadi Party had won 55 of these 69 seats, while the BSP, BJP and the Congress secured just 6, 5 and 2 respectively. 1 seat went to an independent. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said his government is trying hard to push growth in India, but it cannot be done without Uttar Pradesh. Modi addressed a public rally in Hardoi and Barabanki ahead of the third phase of voting on February 19th. Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav also highlighted schemes launched by his government and promised 1 lakh jobs in the police force without even an interview.
Campaigning for the third phase of UP elections scheduled for Sunday has entered its last leg. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said he was an adopted son of Uttar Pradesh and vowed not to ditch the people of the state at a rally in Hardoi. He further added that his government is trying hard to push growth in India, but it cannot be done without UP. Modi also slammed the opposition, saying be it Congress, Samajwadi Party or BSP, no one thought about the development of the state. The PM also addressed an election rally in Barabanki district.
चाहे कांग्रेस हो, चाहे सपा हो, चाहे बसपा हो, पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश का विकास कैसे हो, इस पर कभी सोचा नहीं गया। जो भी आया अपनी वोट बैंक संभालने में ही लगा रहा, वोट बैंक संभालने में।
Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav addressed rallies in Etawah, Mainpuri and Kannauj districts. Speaking at the rally in Mainpuri, he promised to provide 1 lakh jobs in the police if his party gets to form the government again. Akhilesh also hit out at the opposition parties. Mainpuri is a parliamentary constituency represented by Samajwadi Party founder Mulayam Singh Yadav in Lok Sabha.
आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए ऐसी सड़क है, जिस तरह लोग जीटी रोड को याद रखते हैं, वैसे ये समाजवादी पार्टी की बनाई हुई सड़क अगले 200 साल, 300 साल, 400 साल तक लोग यही याद करते रहेंगे कि हाँ, समाजवादियों ने कोई सड़क बनाई है। इसलिए ये तो मैनपुरी मान लो अपना घर है।
On the other hand, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi also held election meetings in 3 different constituencies, including Sitapur, Hardoi and Unnao. Taking a jibe at the PM's farmers' loan waiver comment, Rahul said as PM of the country, Modi has the power to waive off the farmers' loans anyways. He also promised that the Congress will open free coaching centers for the youth in every city.
उत्तर प्रदेश में एक नए तरीके की सरकार बनाना चाहते हैं, युवाओं की सरकार बनाना चाहते हैं, आप सबकी सरकार बनाना चाहते हैं। एक ऐसी सरकार जो आपकी बात सुनकर, आपके दिल में जो है उसको सुनकर, उसको समझकर उत्तर प्रदेश के लिए काम करें।
Meanwhile, BJP President Amit Shah and Home Minister Rajnath Singh also addressed various rallies in the poll-bound state. Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad also held an election rallies in Barabanki and Lucknow. Azad said that the SP Congress alliance will continue for the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
I'll join you for a chat right now on the program is Parsa Venkateshwar Rao, junior senior journalist, and also we are joined by Akhilesh Suman, our correspondent. Let me first get a quick reaction from Akhilesh Suman, our correspondent from the ground in Etawah. You know, Akhilesh Suman, the star campaigners are out in Uttar Pradesh. We've seen the big campaign for their respective political parties, and clearly it is election overdrive right now.
Yeah, and naturally, when the polling is going to start, going to take place on 19th, there is everyone is keeping the fingers out that what will be the result. I'm going from one part to another part in the whole Etawah and Manipur area, and you can understand that really roads have been very good. As Akhilesh Yadav was telling, that in this area of the state, there has been successfully programs have been implemented and infrastructure issues have been tackled very well. And that is the reason why the people in this area are scared that if there will be a regime change, we may lose that VIP status that we have in the whole state. So I think that this area is going to be very sensitive as far as the opposition parties are concerned, because they have to do a lot so that they can snatch votes from the Samajwadi Party's fold. Because Samajwadi Party, it is not only the Akhilesh's birthplace, but also Mulayam Singh's whole life has been spent in this area, and he has represented Manipur many times. Now, though he has changed the Lok Sabha constituency from here, but people still feel very good about Mulayam Singh Yadav or Akhilesh being his family inheritor. It will be also interesting to see that whether people in this area are accepting Akhilesh as a political inheritor of Mulayam Singh Yadav. Because you see, Mulayam Singh Yadav is giving mixed signal all the time, and whenever he speaks about his own regime, and he hardly is speaking about Akhilesh. So it is really a challenge for Akhilesh so that he can get the sympathy of the people as a son of the father and as a political inheritor of Mulayam Singh Yadav, and having the lineage of Samajwadi tradition that Mulayam Singh Yadav had started from this area.
Indeed, and as far as some of the issues on these 69 seats are concerned, what are the issues really that are going to affect the polls?
Yeah, one issue is the internal conflict of Samajwadi Party itself. Because see, Sipal Yadav also belongs to this whole area. Mulayam Singh Yadav has been working in this area. All his close associates belong to this area. So it is really the family feud that is one of the major issues in this area, whether Akhilesh will be accepted as the inheritor, political inheritor, family inheritor of Mulayam Singh Yadav tradition or not. This is the main issue. And as far as development programs are concerned, this area is quite developed. As I told you earlier, this area doesn't have so much a problem like you see in electricity and water or in other parts of the state. So this is the major issue, that whether people accept Akhilesh as the political inheritor of Mulayam Singh Yadav or not.
All right, Akhilesh Suman, we'll have to leave to that. Thank you so much for joining us there with those details. Let me bring in my guest right now. Parsa, you know, as far as these elections are concerned, do you believe that it's going to be a make or break election for Akhilesh Yadav for all that the Yadav clan has gone through over the last few months?
I think for Akhilesh Yadav, yes, it's a crucial election. But I do not think it's a make or break election, because even if he loses, I think he would remain the leader of the opposition or the opposition alliance, and that will do a lot of good. But let's remember that in this particular phase, these districts are part of the Yadav stronghold. It's almost like a pocket borough of the Mulayam Singh Yadav family. So they will run through it. But the overall picture seems to be a little more complicated, because we are not very sure how much Mayawati is progressing, because her, we know that her constituency is a silent constituency, but it votes, and the results really speak for themselves for her. It is quite evident that despite having no CM phase of its own, the BJP is trying hard to make its presence felt, and Prime Minister Modi is not sparing any effort, leaving no stone unturned, because he thinks because he is the MP from Varanasi, he has an extra commitment, he has an extra engagement with the electoral outcome in the state.
He calls himself the adopted child of Uttar Pradesh because he is an MP from Varanasi. But, you know, the lack of a strong leader really in Uttar Pradesh for the BJP, do you believe that that is going to hurt them, or it's not going to be that much of a factor?
You know, at one level it might hurt, but, you know, it's very difficult to sort of hazard a guess on this issue, because the BJP is depending on the fact that the Prime Minister is from UP and it's a BJP Prime Minister. So if there is a BJP government in Lucknow, it is to the advantage of the state. That is their line of argument, and that would be their line of argument. And the presence of Modi at all the rallies, I think, is the most prolific campaigner for the BJP in the state, apart from Party President Amit Shah and to a great extent Home Minister Rajnath Singh, who comes from the state. So they are trying, the BJP is trying to capitalize on the presence of the Prime Minister, and making it out that, look, the BJP government in Lucknow is as good as a Modi government, and there would be no sparing any effort to develop the state. But it's not going to be easy, because the loyalties, the complexities of the economic situation in different parts of the state are will go against everybody, not only just the BJP, because everybody is going to calculate how much they have gained. Yes, the efforts of Akhilesh Yadav seem to be sincere enough to an extent, but they are never enough. For a large state like Uttar Pradesh, which has always been lagging behind in terms of industrial growth, employment generation, it's a challenge for everybody.
Indeed, it is a challenge for everyone. Just the sheer size and demography of Uttar Pradesh, you know, is enough to make it a challenge for any of the stakeholders there in the state. Thank you so much, Partha Venkateshwar Rao, for joining me on the program and putting things into perspective for us. Moving on now, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav is all set to campaign for his sister-in-law Aparna Yadav. She is contesting these assembly elections from the Lucknow cantonment seat on the Samajwadi Party ticket. Setting aside the internal rift in the party, Samajwadi Party MP Dimple Yadav, the wife of Akhilesh, also sought votes for Aparna Yadav. Standing alongside Aparna, Dimple cited various development work undertaken by the Samajwadi Party government. She also attacked the centre over demonetization. Samajwadi Party patriarch Mulayam Singh Yadav too has made similar appeals to voters at his rallies to support Aparna. Here's a roundup of the other poll-related news in Polpuri. Filing of nominations for the 7th and final phase of assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh ended today. Voting for this phase will be held on March 8th. The scrutiny will be held on February 17th. The last date for withdrawal of nominations is Saturday, February 18th. The Election Commission on Thursday told Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar that he violated election norms while addressing a rally in Goa. Earlier, while campaigning for the BJP in Goa, Manohar Parrikar had asked voters to accept money from other political parties but to vote for the party. EC had issued a show-cause notice to Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar over his bribe remark on February 7th. The Election Commission has sent a team to Punjab to review the security arrangements for EVMs after the Aam Aadmi Party alleged breach of security. Chief Electoral Officer of Himachal Pradesh and Additional Chief Electoral Officer of Delhi will visit all the constituencies to interact with political parties. The team has been asked to submit its report by February 17th. It's time for a short break now. News and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Down the ages, jewelry has been the pride of the Indian culture. In the Harappan period, it attained perfection in flattened gold bands. From the modern period came the exquisite gold brooches. Many ornaments were an extension of religious practices, like the Gauri Shankaram Rudraksh necklace worn by the temple priest. Rings with lids preserved the taweez that held secret messages and sometimes even poison.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, let's now focus on Lucknow district. It houses 9 assembly constituencies and is among the top 15 cities of India by GDP growth. Ranked 6th in a list of 10 fastest growing job creating cities in India, Lucknow has emerged as an important center of governance, administration, education and commerce. Here's what's at stake for the political parties.
Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh capital, was once known as the Awadh region. The city of Nawabs, or the city of Tehzeeb, is today the administrative headquarters of Lucknow district and Lucknow division. The melting pot of cultures has beckoned visitors for ages with its Lucknowi kebabs and biryani. Home to extraordinary monuments that are fascinating blend of ancient, colonial and oriental architecture, Lucknow has been no less vibrant politically.
Lucknow's political nursery of UP. Leaders like Chandrasekhar ji, Biswanath Pratap Singh ji, Mulayam Singh ji, and are active. They started their political career from Lucknow. And even C.V. Gupta, who is known as the founder of the Lucknow, he is the most of the senior politician. He started his career from Lucknow. Even Lalji Tandon, Raghunath Singh ji, representing constituency, Lok Sabha constituency of Lucknow, and a former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. They were all, started their political career here.
Voting in Lucknow district will be held in the third phase of 2017 assembly elections. Approximately 35 lakh residents will exercise their franchise on February 19th. Ahead of the crucial day, they are flagging issues of the development.
एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए हमें बाहर ना जाना पड़े.
सरकार को कुछ ऐसा करना चाहिए जिसे ट्रैफिक रूल फॉलो.
The 9 assembly constituencies of Lucknow are Malihabad, Bakshi Ka Talab, Sarojini Nagar, Lucknow West, Lucknow North, Lucknow East, Lucknow Central, Lucknow Cantonment and Mohanlalganj.
From infrastructure point of view, HR point of view, planning point of view, security point of view, from all the points, all the one directions, all sort of things, we have all done all preparations.
Currently, Lucknow East is represented by BJP's Ashutosh Tandon, while Lucknow Cantonment was held by former Congress UP chief Rita Bahuguna Joshi, who later joined the BJP. The rest of the 7 assembly constituencies are held by the Samajwadi Party members.
Lucknow has been the political nursery of several political bigwigs. Electoral history shows that voters of this district have given chances to various candidates hailing from different political parties. However, if the MLAs did not meet the expectations, they were shown the exit door. Now again, Lucknow is all set to witness a fierce multi-cornered contest. Reporting from Lucknow, with camera person Shiv Kumar, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
Well, in Manipur, activist Hirom Sharmila and Manipur Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh filed their nominations for the Taulbal Assembly seat. Hirom Sharmila filed her nomination on behalf of her People's Resurgence and Justice Alliance, which is making an electoral debut. She reached Taulbal on her bicycle, covering a distance of about 20 kilometers from Imphal, flanked by her party activists. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Ibobi Singh is eyeing for a 4th term in office after being elected successfully in 2002, 2007 and 2012. Polling for the 60-member Manipur Assembly will take place in 2 phases on March 4th and March 8th. In the last Assembly polls, the Congress had won 42 seats and Ibobi Singh was re-elected as the Chief Minister of the state. Well, Kukis living near the India-Myanmar border are demanding proper rehabilitation in Manipur. Most of them had been displaced from other parts of the state, mostly those dominated by Naga people. Being far away from state capital Imphal, the Kukis are demanding the right to live with dignity in these assembly elections.
Howlin Phai is a Kuki-dominated Manipur village near the Myanmar border. The community is happy that their village is being included in a new district, but they're also apprehensive about the Naga movement and its demands. Even as they voice their opposition to any kind of state patronage to underground groups, the Kukis want to be treated at par with other communities, especially the Nagas.
See, when tension arises, we cannot go in there for small signature, and many problems are there. So now the new district in Tengnoupal, which is created recently, that for us it is very convenient. So it is our own area. We can go by day, by night. Whether there is tension or not, we can approach at any time.
India is like a father figure to us, and what we want is that, like, the government of India should not give more importance to the Nagas or give lesser importance to the Kukis. That is what we want.
Our apprehension is, if central government favor Naga demands, this is our most apprehension. So, because in Manipur, we have many many UE groups, but most UEs, Naga UEs, is favored by the central government. Then Kuki UEs, well, favored by the state government.
Many Kukis came here after 1993 when they were displaced from Naga-dominated areas. Some are migrating to this day. The common complaint, however, is that Kukis still don't have amenities like ration cards or even voter ID cards.
वोटर आईडी कार्ड भी नहीं मिला अभी तक, लेकिन हम वोटर आई कार्ड के लिए और आधार कार्ड के लिए सब एडीसी ऑफिस में सबमिट कर रहा था since last year 2016 अभी तक तो नहीं मिला.
Being close to the Myanmar border, the identity of the villagers is always cause for suspicion, which is why they don't have access to even basic facilities like medicines, drinking water and education. In case of emergencies, many people are forced to make extremely risky trips to Myanmar's Tammu town on the other side of the border.
There is hospital, but there is no operation theater, proper operation theater. And then if we have to go to Tammu, we have lots of problem. Like at midnight, night time, we are not allowed to pass through. We have to take the pass, and when we are not, so many women pass away due to this delivery case.
The villagers are also apprehensive about local aggression from Myanmar. Myanmar residents often cross the border and claim their land in this area. But since Tammu is more developed, local Kuki residents do not want a closed border or restrictions on their travel.
Border village, we have faced lots of problems, especially some across the border. Some people, they used to build houses, and they says that that's a part of our land, and they used to destroy it. Then they said that that is done by Indian side. So all this small thing we problem across the border we face.
ऐसे में क्या इंडिया और बर्मा का बॉर्डर तो हम नहीं चाहिए, ऐसे रहना दो, खुला रहने दो.
अभी तो बॉर्डर फेंसिंग तो नहीं हो रहा है ना?
हाँ, फेंसिंग नहीं चाहिए मैं.
चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच.
Because हमारा जगह भी है और इंडिया और मनमान भी फेंसिंग हो रहा थे, तो क्या फेंसिंग लगाना है?
Relationships on the border are always complex, and despite being on different sides of the fence, residents form kinships due to their common ways of life. They also want peace and cooperation. Akhilesh Suman's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that's it on this edition of Verdict 2017. Have a good evening.